The speed of light is not just the speed of a beam. It's a fundamental constant that shapes space, time, and causality. Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing the speed of light in physics, one of the most important constants in nature. I'll explain what it is, bakit siya important, how it is measured, and paano natin ginagamit ang formulas to solve problems involving light. First, let us put meaning into what is the speed of light. So, the speed of light are also called or represented by the small letter c as the fastest speed possible in the universe. Kapag sinabi nating speed of light, we are talking about how fast light travels in a vacuum or space with no matter. Its value is 299,792,458 meters per second or 3 times 10 raised to the power of 8 meters per second. Ibig sabihin, in just 1 second, nakakalayo ang light ng 3 million meters. Walang ibang bagay na may mass ang makaka-exceed sa speed na ito. Now, let's proceed to why is the speed of light important. Importante ang speed of light kasi ito ang naging foundation ng relativity ni Einstein, especially yung E is equals to mc squared. Ginagamit din ito sa astronomy, like measuring distance in light years, and it actually defines the meter in modern science. And most importantly, it is the universal speed limit. Everything in the universe follows it. Kaya kapag may physics problem or concept na about waves, energy, or space, lagi nating binabalikan ang speed of light. Ngayon, ano nga ba ang properties ng speed ng light? What makes the fastest speed in the universe? So, light is an electromagnetic wave, meaning hindi niya kailangan ng physical medium para makapag-travel. Fastest siya sa vacuum pero bumabagal kapag dumadaan sa materials like air, water, or glass. And this happens dahil nag-i-interact ang light waves sa particles ng medium. So, how the scientists measured the speed of light back in the day? So, through time, maraming scientists ang nag-try i-measure ang speed of light. Galileo Galilei was the first to try using lanterns, pero masyadong mabilis ang light para matimingan ito. Then later came Romer. He used Jupiter's moon law to observe delays. At si Fizeau na gumamit ng tooth wheel to measure reflection delay. And Michelson improved the method using rotating mirrors and got a very accurate value. Eventually, nakuha natin ang modern value of C na ginagamit hanggang ngayon, which is 3 times 10 raised to the power of 8 meters per second. Now, moving on to the formulas involving the speed of light. Sa physics, may tatlong main formulas that involve the speed of light. First is yung C equals to itong sign na parang Y, pero I believe it is a Greek letter, which represent the wavelength, and F is frequency. Ginagamit ito kapag nagsasolve tayo ng wave problems. Then second formula is C is equals to D divided by T. So, yung D dito is distance and ang T dito is time. So, ginagamit ito kapag distance and time ang given. Ito yung basic speed formula. And the third one is the V equals to C divided by N. Ito naman is ginagamit kapag sinusolve ang speed of light in a material. Ang N dito is the refractive index. Meaning mas mataas ang N, mas mabagal ang light. So now let's proceed to the examples of each formula. The first formula is for wave motion, especially for light. It says that the speed of light is equals to the wavelength times the frequency. In simple words, speed equals to how long each wave is times how many waves pass per second. For light in a vacuum, the speed is always 3 times 10 raised to the power of 8 meters per second. So suppose we have a green laser with wavelength 500 nanometer. We want to find its frequency. First, we convert 500 nanometers to meters. So 500 nanometers is 5 times 10 raised to the power of 7 meters. Then we use the formula C is equals to wavelength times frequency, or we could use the frequency is equals to speed divided by wavelength. So if we substitute the givens to the value in the formula, we would have 3 times 10 raised to the power of 8 divided by 5 times 10 raised to the power of negative 7. So, para madalian tayo, we could divide first yung 3 and 5. So, magiging 0.600 siya. And then, we divide the 10 raised to the power of 8 and yung 10 raised to the power of negative 7, which is magiging 10 raised to the power of 15. And kapag use natin yung 0.600 times 10 raised to the power of 15, magiging 6 times 10 raised to the power of 15 na lang siya. 14, I mean. And ang sign natin is hertz. So this is very high frequency, means the light is in the visible range. The second formula is one you actually use in everyday life. Speed equals distance divided by time. If you think about traveling, running, or driving, this is the same formula you use. In physics, we also apply it to waves, sounds, or anything that travels from point A to point B. So let's say a sound pulse travels 340 meters in 2.50 seconds. We solve for speed using speed equals to distance divided by time. So if we substitute the value of the given to the formula, so 340 meters divided by 2.50 seconds, we will get 136 meters per second. So this tells us how fast the sound falls moved across the distance. Now for the third formula, it is used when light travels through a medium like water, glass, or oil. Light slows down when it enters another material. So the refractive index, yung N, tells us how much slower the light becomes. So we use the formula speed of light in medium equals to speed of light in vacuum divided by refractive index. Suppose light enters glass and the glass has a refractive index of 1.50. So, ang given dito is N, yung 1.50, and yung speed of light in a vacuum is 3 times 10 raised to the power of 8 meters per second. So, we will be using the formula V is equals to C divided by N. So, isubstitute na natin. 3 times V is equals to 3 times 10 raised to the power of 8 divided by 150. So, ang magiging sagot is 2 times 10 raised to the power of 8 meters per second. This means light travels slower in glass than in air, which is why objects look bent or distorted when underwater or behind glass. So that would be all. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learn a thing from this discussion. And if you have any clarification, please don't hesitate to ask question. I will be more than willing to answer your question. Thank you.